Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Avenue by SK. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you want to improve your English and learn life-changing lessons. Today, I want to share a story that will completely change the way you look at yourself and others. A story about learning to stop comparing yourself to others and discovering your true potential. So sit back, relax, and listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Emma. She lived in a small town, worked at a local bookstore, and had a simple life. On the outside, everything seemed calm, but inside, Emma was always anxious. She constantly compared herself to everyone around her. Emma had a friend, Clara, who always seemed to succeed in everything. Clara was smart, confident, and always received praise from teachers, colleagues, and even strangers. Emma would scroll through social media, seeing Clara's achievements, and immediately feel small. She would whisper to herself, "Why am I not like her? Why am I failing when she is succeeding so easily?" Emma's habit of comparing herself consumed her. She forgot to celebrate her own small wins. She stopped trying new things, and slowly, her confidence began to vanish. Every time she heard about someone else's success, she felt like a failure. One rainy afternoon, Emma met an old mentor named Mr. Harrison. He noticed her sadness and asked her what was wrong. At first, Emma hesitated, but finally she confessed, "I always feel like I'm not good enough. Everyone around me is better than me." Mr. Harrison smiled and said, "Emma, comparison is a thief. It steals your joy and confidence. Everyone has their own journey. Comparing yourself to others is like trying to measure the ocean with a teaspoon. You can never understand the depth of your own potential if you keep looking at someone else's achievements." He asked Emma to try an exercise. For 1 week, she would write down 3 things she did well each day, no matter how small. She would also list 3 things she liked about herself. At first, Emma felt awkward, but she agreed to try. As days passed, Emma began to notice changes. She realized that she was kind to strangers every day, that she helped her coworkers with patience, and that she was learning new skills quietly but steadily. She began to appreciate her own efforts. Emma also noticed that Clara had her own struggles. She realized that what she saw on social media was only the highlight, not the full story. Clara had moments of doubt, mistakes, and failures that no one saw. Emma understood that every person has a unique path, and success is not a competition. By focusing on her own journey, Emma found new motivation. She started taking evening classes, practicing her writing, and sharing her stories online. Slowly, she built her own identity, independent of comparisons. However, old habits die hard. One day, Emma received an email that her college friend had won a big award. For a moment, she felt the familiar pang of jealousy and doubt. She was tempted to compare herself again. But Emma remembered Mr. Harrison's words. She paused, took a deep breath, and reminded herself of her journey. Instead of feeling jealous, she congratulated her friend and reflected on her own progress. She realized that comparisons could either steal her joy or inspire her, depending on how she chose to react. Emma began to focus on her personal growth rather than external validation. She set her own goals, measured her own progress, and celebrated her own achievements. She stopped looking at what others had and started appreciating what she could create. Over time, Emma's confidence grew. People noticed the change. She became happier, more resilient, and more peaceful. Her life transformed because she stopped comparing herself to others and started believing in her own worth. Emma's story teaches us an important lesson. Life is not a race. Comparing yourself to others will only make you feel small and anxious. Instead, focus on your own journey, your own growth, and your own happiness. Remember, your story is yours alone. Celebrate every small win. Embrace your unique path, and never let someone else's success define your value. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to English Avenue by SK, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your life is yours, not a mirror of someone else's.